And the English language lets speakers have a certain degree of liberty when pronouncing words, especially with a lack of rigid rules.
Some of the English language words gets rather weird.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but some words keep us thinking deeper too. So for today on Our Mind, we ask, what is the proper way to say words like, as I would say, racine and mobile? I know that got heated in the newsroom too because you say mobile.
I say both. It
both?
depends. It's like that and racine, it's whatever the conversation at the moment is.
I've heard it called racine.
I've heard it racine, I've heard it racine, I've heard it both ways. I know we aired a story about it earlier in the summer about people from racine, and both people saying back and forth, firmly that they believe it's their way.
Yeah, exactly. Or mobile.
Yeah, Devin,
like,
what do you call a telephone?
I call it a phone.
What would you call it if you put the M word in front of it?
A mobile phone?
Interesting. Not a mobile phone?
No, although I've heard it called that before.
Yeah.
It might be more fun or easy to say that. Maybe that's why I would say mobile phone, but no.
Well, when you think about the spelling, like file.
The mobile gives you a little bit of a southern slang, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, not a fact or anything, but yeah.
Well, perhaps. Then there's the automobile. Mobile, oh my goodness.
I would say a car or vehicle before I say automobile.
Oh, Devin.
Conversational language.
So when it comes to racine and mobile, what are you going with here?
I'm going to go with racine and I'm going to go with mobile.
Racine, going with the strong A on that one.
Well, there's an E at the end of the word, so to me, I would think racine.
Yeah.
But that's also why I've heard some people call it. That's why I've also gone with it too.
I think the lesson here today on Our Mind is there are a bunch of ways we can say the words, that we come across.
The English language is weird. So basically, here's my request for you viewers at home. If you have an answer to how you pronounce racine or mobile, whatever the heck you want to call it, shoot us an email, Michael, myself, or tag us both. We'd be interested in hearing that feedback as well on this rather interesting topic that could probably keep going for a long time.
It could. This was from a viewer comment yesterday,
yes, it was.
and it sparked so much conversation in the newsroom. We had to bring it to air today.
We just had to. I mean, it's interesting.
Exactly. I'm glad we chatted about it.
And there are some tough words out there too. I know some of the tribe names like Lac du Flambeau. That gets a little tricky sometimes for those that are not familiar with the area.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you easily get going with some different types of words and their history and everything. But either way, we got more things to talk about before we get too off topic here.
Absolutely. So that was today's On Our Mind. But coming up this morning, we share the latest housing advice from Zillow.